there are situations, there are situations where sometimes a wife is not able to have children, and she tells her husband, I want to be with you, but I want children. Marry a woman so we can have children, we can live together. If they're all happy with that, and that is something that is in the natural course of how humanity does continue, why would we have a problem with it? Go ahead.
I just really strongly disagree.
Okay. Great.
I get it from a biological standpoint.
Good. At least we agree from a biological perspective, right?
I just don't understand why it's an awful thing for people to love who they love, because they don't have a choice about.
So let me ask you this. Let's say somebody is attracted to a dog.
Okay, but bestiality.
Why?
Is not.
Why not?
Because it's an animal.
But if somebody is naturally attracted to an animal, why is that wrong? How come you consider that to be wrong, right? Then your morality is just your own scale, right? Meaning that if somebody's naturally attracted to a dog, they're born that way, why would that be different?
Because there's a difference between being attracted to an animal and comparing being attracted to this.
What's the difference?
That they're people.
Sure. Again, so there's a difference between attracted to being a man and a man being attracted to a man and a man being attracted to a woman, right? There's a difference.
There's a difference between being attracted to the same sex and being attracted to an animal.
Sure. Why not? But the
people.
I understand they're people, right? But then if you go down that path, then there is a difference between a man being attracted to a woman and a man being attracted to a man. They're the same gender. But if you say that difference doesn't matter, then where do you draw the line? Why is it not okay to be attracted to a dog if they're naturally inclined towards it? See, this is where morality changes, right? Everybody draws their own line. We draw the line where our Creator draws the line. In the Bible, in the Old Testament, in the New Testament, in the Quran, this is the line that's drawn by the Creator. Naturally, biologically, it's a line that's been drawn. Again, we respect everybody's right to have their own opinions. Go ahead.
I think also it comes down to the cultural and religious perspective. For example, on the topic of homosexuality, Uganda, the president isn't Muslim, but he personally, his stance was that no, as an African nation, we're not going to put that practices in place, and so you can't really say Islam itself is the only one that's
No, I mean, first thing, culture is a different issue, but if you look at any religion, if you look in the Bible, very clearly condemns it, right? If you read the Bible, if you haven't, Leviticus in the Old Testament, Romans in the New Testament, even has a very strict punishment in the Bible for it. Go ahead.
I never said it was just Islamic people or Muslim people. I'm just talking about in general.
Sure. No, I was just clarifying from her point.
No, I know, but she said it's not just, I know,
right.
So I just want to clarify.
Sure, you're right. I mean, every major religious text condemns homosexuality, right? But again, that's those texts and the people of that religion. You can look it up yourself, when you can look up the Old Testament, you can look up the New Testament, you can look up writings of any of the traditional commentators from the rabbis or priests and so on. Even till today, most Christian churches do not allow homosexuality, right? But some are changing because they feel they need to, please the people of the time or so on. But they can't change the text. The texts are the text, right? Now, if you want to take it to a biological perspective, if you want to take religion out of it, I think we've already agreed that there is an issue. If somebody feels that this is their opinion, that they think this is fine, they have the right. It's a free country, right? Go ahead.
I don't agree that it's an issue.
What do you mean?
I agree that biologically only men and women can make children together.
To procreate the human race.
That's what I agree with.
Okay, good. We agree.
It's an issue.
So do you think biologically men were supposed to procreate together as a race, or women and women? I mean, that's the core function of two.
Not because they
okay.
two different.
Okay, so that's an issue, right?
Sperm cell and an egg cell.
Exactly. And who has a sperm cell?
But that's
men. And who has an egg cell? Women.
Okay.
And that's how nature designed for the human race to continue, right? I mean, we can agree to that part, right? Right?
I just
But she agrees.
I understand that's how you need to make children.
Right, no, but I mean, it's not just about having children. Go ahead.
I don't agree that having gay couples who don't have a choice to love who they love
Gotcha.
are like somehow gonna make the whole population die, the whole species die.
Okay, so
That's a little ridiculous.
sure. So now let's think it through though, right? To say that one gay couple or two or three, that's a different issue. But we're talking about a species, right? So we have agreed now that the way a species survives is through a male and female, right? Sperm, egg, that is correct, right? So if something is acceptable and natural, then it should be able to be scalable, right? Meaning if the majority of humanity went down that path, would that be an issue for the survival of the human race? Biologically. Yes, no, maybe? You don't want to think about that scenario?
I'm getting really mad and I don't want to be
Why?
disrespectful because I really disagree with
Sure, so as...
I really I don't want
I understand.
like,
But as...
be disrespectful to
I appreciate that, but look, if I disagree with your view, I can't get upset. I have to, this is the society we live in. I have to respect the fact that you have a view. Right? And if I have a view, you have to respect the fact that I have a view. And we as Americans can disagree, right? That is the whole point of the country we live in. Many people are very adamant about abortion or pro-life or abortion rights, but we have to, as a society, be able to respectfully discuss and respect the fact that somebody may have a different view. If we start getting angry and upset and things, then that closed-mindedness, that hatred would develop, right? That's the whole point of such conversations, is to understand. This is not something just my view. Many views that people have around you, you may not agree with. You have that right.